Saudi Arabia has made a bombshell revelation that has shaken the world. It suggests a secret plan between Russian President Vladimir Putin and Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman to devastate the entire US economy. This alleged collaboration has sparked fears of a shocking scheme that could disrupt global dynamics. As tensions escalate, a thrilling battle of intelligence and power is about to unfold, with the fate of the world economy hanging in the balance. The relationship between the United States and Saudi Arabia has been complex throughout history. Economic ties have been particularly important due to Saudi Arabia's status as the world's leading oil exporter. The US has been a major buyer of Saudi oil, which has strengthened economic cooperation between the two countries. However, recent disagreements over oil production and the Jamal Khashoggi case have strained bilateral ties. Currently, Saudi Arabia is turning its attention to China as a significant economic ally. Recent business events in Riyadh have highlighted the strengthening bonds between Saudi Arabia and China. China has become Saudi Arabia's main trading partner, with bilateral trade reaching $116 billion last year. China is also the largest buyer of Saudi oil, accounting for 18% of their total oil purchases. This shift towards closer economic ties with China could impact the US-Saudi relationship. On the other hand, the United States has been shifting its focus away from the Middle East in recent years. It has been strengthening its economic connections with China, which may reduce its dependence on the US for trade and investment. Additionally, China's mediation in improving the Saudi-Iran relationship further solidifies its position in the region. The growing economic cooperation between Saudi Arabia and China reflects a wider trend of China's increasing influence in the region. As the United States adjusts its global priorities, China's economic strength and willingness to form strategic alliances become more attractive to countries like Saudi Arabia. This shift challenges the US-Saudi relationship as Saudi Arabia seeks new investment opportunities and economic change beyond traditional Western markets. Recently leaked documents have revealed concerning details about the relationship between Saudi Arabia and the United States. These documents show that Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman privately threatened the US with major economic consequences if they retaliated against Saudi Arabia's decision to cut oil production. This threat came after President Joe Biden warned Saudi Arabia of consequences for their oil cuts. The leaked documents also suggest that Russian President Vladimir Putin may have been involved in this plan. If carried out, this plan could greatly affect the US economy and global markets. Saudi Arabia is the world's top oil exporter, so any disruption in their oil trade could impact oil prices, supply chains, and energy markets worldwide. The threat of major economic consequences from one of the largest oil producers could create uncertainty and instability in the global economy. It could affect industries that rely on oil and cause inflation. It could also strain the economic relationship between the US and Saudi Arabia, possibly leading to changes in trade agreements and investments. Moreover, the alleged involvement of Russian President Vladimir Putin raises concerns about the geopolitical implications. If Russia and Saudi Arabia work together to undermine the US economy, it could worsen relations between these countries, increase tensions, and have consequences for international diplomacy and alliances as countries reconsider their relationships with Saudi Arabia and Russia. The Biden administration took a different approach towards Saudi Arabia, promising to hold the country accountable for its actions, particularly regarding the Jamal Khashoggi case. However, high-level visits by Secretary of State Antony Blinken and National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan to Saudi Arabia indicate the administration's commitment to engaging with the country on various matters. The relationship between the United States and Saudi Arabia remains tense and could affect global oil markets and US-China relations. The shifting dynamics in the Middle East, including Saudi Arabia's cooperation with China and Russia, have significant geopolitical implications. It creates a new regional power axis that weakens US-led alliances and challenges US dominance in the Middle East. The future of the US-Saudi relationship has different possible outcomes, and the Biden administration faces the challenge of balancing domestic pressures, human rights concerns, regional stability, and economic interests. Staying informed about these developments is essential in understanding the complexities and possibilities in the US-Saudi relationship and its global impact. Engaging in discussions and sharing thoughts can contribute to a better understanding of the challenges and possibilities in reconciling the differences between the United States and Saudi Arabia.